Hi, my name is Priska Tongengoma. I'm a registered nurse trained in Malawi, currently working in the United Kingdom. I've made a video on the process of how an internationally educated nurse can work in the United Kingdom. It was just an overview of everything, and I promised I will make a video on breaking the steps down. In this video, I'd like to break the bigger chunk, which is the nursing registration, which is what most people would like to know. So in this video, I'll go through to the NMC website because almost every information that is needed is found on the NMC website. So please join me as I take you through the website. Okay, so you just go on your search bar, whichever you're using, Chrome, Google, just anything. You type www.nmc.org.uk and it's going to give you a lot of things on there. So I'll go through managing your registration because that's what we want to do now. We want to register. So whichever pathway you choose, whichever route you choose, is still going to take you through the main website of the NMC. Since we're talking about managing our registration, we can go on the registration there. So on this bar, we go on joining the register because that's what we want to do. So you click on joining the register. After you've clicked on joining the register, it asks you which you want to register on. Do you want to register as a nurse midwife or you want to register as a nursing associate? But because you're registering as a nurse or a midwife, we go on there, registering as a nurse or a midwife. So we go on there. So it asks you where you are trained. You register as a nurse or midwife that you're trained in the UK or you're trained outside the UK, the EU, EEA. That doesn't apply to us, so we go on training outside the UK. So this gives you the guide on everything you need to know as an internationally educated nurse. So check if you're ready to register. You click on there. It asks you to go through the pre-application checklist to check if you are ready to register. We're going to go through that in a moment. So I know most questions that people ask is regards to how much it's going to cost. So let's delve into it. So this tells you how much it's going to cost. The total cost of fees as of today is £1,170. This only includes the CBT and OSCE. And it says if you need to receipt, there are fees that you have to pay. Let's say you have failed your CBT and your OSCE. It has this breakdown on how much you're going to pay. And you should know that this doesn't include any cost of visa, flight to the UK, or any accommodation. So breakdown of cost, qualification evaluation fee, that's £140. Computer-based tests, £83. That's first sitting, and that covers for both clinical and numerous part. We're going to talk about the CBT later. Then it has to be, the other one is the objective structure examination, clinical examination, which is the OSCE. The first sitting is £794. Then it also gives you the other costs in case you are trying to receipt, in case you have failed the station also. Registration fee now, that's £150. The other, so in total, that's how it's going to cost just to get registered with the NMC UK. As I've said, the other costs are not included on here. So the other question that people usually ask is, how long is it going to take? Well, it doesn't have a definite time. It depends on how the process is going to go. So because it has to be done between the UK and the NMC Malawi, there is a lot that has to go by. So it's back and forth, UK and Malawi. But then if all goes well, others have done it in 3 months, others have done it longer. So it just depends. There is no definite time. Even if you read on here, it's not going to give you a timeline to say this is how much time it's going to take for somebody to get registered with the UK. So the next step is to prepare your evidence. So what they ask for is the identity evidence. So they ask your passport details. This is why in the video I had said you need to have a passport. The NMC doesn't allow use of national ID. So you have to use your passport details to enter in. So you need to upload a copy of that passport. For those that have different names, you have your information on there as well on what to do. You provide qualification and registration information that has to do with your paper. If you are registered nurse from the sciences, that's those that are recognized as registered nurses from the sciences, from KCN, from Zuni, from wherever where they're getting the bachelor's degrees, and that's all. But as long as you're registered, you're said to be a registered nurse in the country, you can apply for this. So you need to apply your copy of qualification, that's your diploma, registered diploma, or your bachelor's degree, and where you are trained. If you have been registered, they also need your certificate, your license of registration. If you have not been registered yet, they can only ask for the name of the regulator that you could have been registered with. You know, when your students will do index registration and all that sort, probably they'll just check if you are trained in the country. Then you pay the evaluation fee. So here you pay £140 to the NMC UK, where they need to evaluate your papers. If they are legit, they contact the NMC Malawi and they see how much, they see if you are registered with them. And then NMC Malawi as well, you pay a fee for them to process your papers, to tell them, yes, this is our registered nurse. So this is why you even have to be in good standing with the NMC Malawi. That yearly fee, I've forgotten what to call it. That yearly fee has to be paid so that they are able to validate your papers. So after you have paid the evaluation fee, it's them, the NMC UK, that will contact the NMC Malawi. But then you still have to tell them that this is what you're doing. You have to tell the NMC Malawi that this is what you're doing. In case they get some questions from the NMC UK, they shouldn't get surprised. So yeah, so you have to wait for the evaluation outcome. Once they have verified your papers and they see that you meet the eligibility criteria, they give you the go through to start writing their test of competencies. So the test of competencies, as discussed, they are in 2 phases. There's the CBT, computer-based test, which is the theory nursing part. Then there's the OSCE part. So the test of competence, which I've just talked about, there it goes for the one I've just discussed, the CBT and the OSCE. So there it is. The test of competence is okay. Before I go on the test of competencies, in the UK, there are a couple of nursing domains, I should say. I know in Malawi we are trained to be a general nurse, so you can do whatever you want to do. You can do adult nursing, children's nursing, you can do mental health nursing. In the UK, this is broken down into parts. So when you're doing your registration, you choose which one you want to do. There is the adult nursing, the mental health nurse, the learning disabilities nurse, children's nurse, midwife midwife, or nursing associate. So you choose which one you want to practice when you come into the UK. So let's say you choose to do RNA, adult nursing. You cannot practice as a mental health nurse. You cannot practice as a children nurse. You cannot practice as a midwife. So the path that you choose is what you're going to practice in the UK. If you want to practice any of these, that means you also need to do their test of competencies. So how long is the test valid for? So if you successfully pass both the CBT and OSCE, this test of competence is valid for 5 years. But then for you to be registered initially, as it says on here, you need to complete both parts within 2 years of each other. So you can sit the CBT and the OSCE, but this has to be within 2 years of each other. It doesn't matter which you start with. You can start with the OSCE or the CBT. It just doesn't matter. So we're going to go through the CBT. So as I've said, the CBT is the theory part of nursing. They give you, it's in 2 parts, the clinical part of it and the numeracy. So once you're once you are validated by the NMC Malawi, they give you access to write the examination. So the test provider is Pearson VUE. I've just discovered now, in my previous video, I said I wasn't sure if this Pearson VUE is available in Malawi, but it is available. So if you click on there, it will take you to the Pearson VUE. I already have an account, so I don't have to go through on that. But we can find a test center on there. Find a test center. So I'll just search on here, and I'm gonna go for Malawi. Then search. So here it shows that we have 2 test centers in Malawi. This has been made easier because I know people were traveling to Zambia, Zimbabwe to do the CBT. So here it is they have one in Lilongwe at Spark Systems Limited, that's in City Center. And they have another one in Blantyre, Namiwawa, off the Presidential Drive. So at least now there are these 2 centers in Malawi, which at least makes it a bit easier. So we're going to go back to the NMC website. So here's the CBT structure. You have part A, which is the numeracy part, and it's for 30 minutes. You have 15 questions. Part B is clinical, 2 hours and 30 minutes, and it's 100 questions. So all of them are 115 questions. So for booking a CBT, once the NMC has validated you, you will receive an email from the Pearson VUE account. They would have already created an account for you, so that you just go through, change the password and all that. Then you have a Pearson VUE account, and it will give you the nearest test center to you. Yeah, so that's just part of it. Preparing for your CBT, you also find the information there. Once they allow you to do the CBT, the Pearson VUE website, they open the portal for you, so you have practice tests on there. Yeah, so you need to look at all the information. All the information is there. I cannot go through each and everything. I can't. It's just a lot. It's gonna take us the whole day. Now, after I've done your CBT, you can do your OSCE. So as I said, the OSCE is only done in the United Kingdom. So this is going to be done on here when you arrive in the country. You also have a lot of information on there, on the OSCE part of it. We can discuss much about the OSCE in the next video. So yeah, basically that's that. Thank you so much for taking your time to go with me on the NMC website so that you get the information on what to expect as we are embarking on the journey of becoming a UK RN. We'll post another video soon and we'll see on what we're going to expand on. For now, that's it. Thank you so much.